Hello. Today we're going to talk about Socrative, a very easy and simple tool that you can use to assess your student, to evaluate them, and also if you want to know the previous knowledge they have about a topic at the beginning of a lesson, for example. And you're going to do it in a very attractive and motivating way for them because they are going to use their computers or their mobile devices. First of all, we have to get into our browser and we are going to type 3Ws socrative.com. In case you have an iPad or a Mac, you can download the completely free app, which is Socrative Teacher. We log in here as teachers and we write our email address and our password. And here we are. We have the main menu of Socrative. You're going to see the 4 different possibilities that you have to work with Socrative. The first one is with a quiz, which is like the typical written ones that we've always made at school, but in this case they are going to do it through their mobiles or through their tablets or computers. The quick question is a question that you can make in a moment in your lesson, and you can do it and you want to do it in a very quick way. You can make a multiple choice question or a true or false question or a question with a short answer. The space race is a little bit different because it's an activity in which they have to work in groups and with a quiz that has already been done before. It's kind of fun because they work like they work like in a TV program, and so each group has a different color, and the rocket is going forward as soon as they answer the question properly. And the exit ticket is an activity to do at the end of the lesson, and it's built by just 3 questions in which they ask them about what they understood about the lesson they just had. What did you understand? Which questions do you have? Or you can even ask them a question orally and they have to answer them in here in the exit ticket activity. So now I'm going to teach you how to create a quiz. You have to click on Manage Quizzes, and of course you click on Create a Quiz. You have to name that quiz, give it a title, like for example, irregular nouns. And you have the possibility to write, as I said, a multiple choice question, a true or false question, and a short answer question. My experience is better to use these first 2 because in this case, students have to not only give the right answer, but give it with the right capital letters or with the right punctuation, with the exact thing you wrote as the right answer. So I think it's better and more and easier for them to use this too. So now we're going to choose this one, for example, a true or false question. And I'm gonna say, for example, the plural form of mouse is mice. So as it is true, I have to click on the true one. So they can have that feedback after answering the question. So they can see if that is true or not. And I can also add an explanation for that answer if I want to go deep down the answer. And I have to explain that not all for example, in this case, that not all the plural of the nouns in English are done with an S, but that there are some of them which are irregular. And I can also include, as you can see here, an image. When I finished, I have to save the test, and as you can see, I have it here with the rest of quizzes I've already done before. So now I want to play with my students and I want to teach them about irregular nouns. So I go back to the dashboard and I click on start a quiz. And I click on irregular nouns, of course. As you can see, what you see on the top all the time is a number, which is the room number. This is the number my students will have to type in their devices so as to get into my quiz. Because if other teacher makes another Socrative quiz for them, they will have a different number. The other possibilities you have is these three possibilities for the type of quiz. If you want the students to receive immediate right or wrong feedback and explanation after they answer each question, you have to click on that. They can also manage the quiz by skipping the questions by themselves or navigating in their own way. Or there's the third possibility, with the teacher-paced possibility, in which you control the flow of questions. You send one question at a time, you have all the explanation here. And you have some other possibilities here. For example, if you want to disable the students' names because you don't want the name of your students to appear and that the rest of them know the right or the wrong answer, sometimes it's not good. So you have the possibility to do it here. And so the quiz starts. They will see the first question, the plural form of mouse is mice, and they will have the possibility to answer true or false. After you finished the quiz, they give you the opportunity to receive the results of your students in different ways. You can get them by email, you can download them by a PDF file or by an Excel file, or you can even have it in Google Drive. Okay, but in this case, I'm not going to receive any answer, so I skip it. If I go back to dashboard, I want to show you the quick question, which is exactly the same we have just done, but with just one question that you want to do in an exact moment or in a yes, an exact moment of the lesson, and so you decide to ask them a short answer. Okay, so you have some other possibilities here of the number of responses per student, unlimited or single. You can choose what you want. In the case of the space race, you have to select one of the quiz you've already done. Like for example, this one about the irregular verbs. You can decide the number of teams you want to play. You want them to play, and you start the activity. And as you can see, you have the rockets here, each one of them with a different color, and they will go forward as long as they answer right, as I've told you before. And finally, the exit ticket questions are these. The first one is, how well did you understand today's material? What did you learn in today's class? And please answer the teacher's question, which is what I told you about, telling them, asking them a question orally, so they can answer in here. And it's a good way to know what you have to explain again, or what they didn't understand, or well, it's a kind of evaluation of your work. You can also import another Socrative quiz that another teacher has done, one of your colleagues has done. So they have to give you their Socrative number so as to import that quiz. Okay, so you can share, and it's a good way to take ideas and to give ideas to your colleagues. You can share your quizzes. And so that's all about Socrative. I hope I've been uh, useful and you can use Socrative for your lessons. Thank you.